Nothing much to report today, just in the main ants nest. I cleaned things up a bit and replaced the leaf with a new leaf just to get rid of that dead ant that was stuck in the sugar because for some reason they just left it there. So yeah. What else can I say? Well, you can notice that they're not setting up their kids around the edges, and I think that's because well, I did a few things today. So when I took them outside to clean their water, I also sprayed just a bit of water in there as well to moisten up the sand a bit, because apparently ants like humidity, so there's that. And of course when I sprayed on the inside, the glass got a bit wet, so it took them a while to start setting up their eggs again. But then maybe in the last hour or so, I've had a lot of ants jumping into the water. It might be the same ant every time, I don't know. Oh, hello. But yeah, I had to rescue ants so many times this afternoon. And usually I try and put them on the toothpicks, you know, just sort of gently nudge them onto the toothpicks so they can get back down again without me having to disturb any of the other ants. But it kept happening. So at one point I just got the chopstick, made sure the ant was on the upside down part, and then just tapped on the side of the glass until it fell off. And that, I think, upset the guys who were setting up the eggs along the edge of the glass. And since then, they've removed them all back downstairs again. And so some have set up here, some have probably set up on the other side. We can check. Yeah, so there's some set up on that side as well. But I like looking at it from the other direction. Just make sure that's yeah, there you go. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if in the morning they put everything back up top again, which I think they probably will. I mean, that's what they were trying to do until I started messing around. Yeah, I think that's the only story for them today. Anything else? No. And so the only other thing is with the Queen's chamber, as you can see, the grass is all getting a fair bit taller, and there's more of it. Can you see it through here? Oh. Sort of. It's really hard with the way I position the light, hey? So yeah, that's cute. In terms of being able to see her though, yeah, it's sort of a gamble whether or not you're going to catch a glimpse of her, so. But I do keep catching glimpses of her, so she is in there working away, seems to have sealed herself off, and is quite happy with it as far as I know. So that's what's going on with my ants right now. Probably change to that meaty toothpick in the next day or so, just so it doesn't get too gross. And yeah. So, I freshened up the ants' toothpick with some new dog food meat. Got rid of the old stuff, put some new meat on, and there was one or two on there, but actually today they're going for the little grains of sugar I dropped in there. So that's interesting how they choose what they want to eat. Oh, hello, there's one on the toothpick. Oh, it's out of view. Yeah, no, it's interesting how they switch between them. So, yeah, I guess you kind of have to give them both the protein and the sugars and just let them figure out what they want. Hello, what are all these guys doing on the outside here? Sometimes they do that. They have these weird little meetings and I don't know what's going on. Is that a winged one that they're messing with? I really don't know. I think it is. The angle's a bit awkward for me here. But yeah, I think maybe they're messing with one of the winged ones. Huh, interesting. Anyway, that's about all I've got today. My queen hasn't done much, or I haven't really spotted her today. The grass is still going. It's wet out, and I haven't seen any more queens wandering around. So, yeah, not a lot to report. Whoops, I spoke too soon, and it just took them a little bit longer to find the dog food than I was expecting. But now that the word's gotten out, they are digging right into that. And I still don't know what's going on down here. What are you mob doing? Hey? Is that focusing? Not really. What is going on here? Is the winged one dead? Are they trying to, like, drop it off the side, or... are they pulling off its wings? I don't know, it's really hard to tell. Yeah, so you probably can't see, but they did pull off its wings, and I think the ant is dead, but they keep dragging it around, so I don't know what's going on with that. Like, the worst bullying situation ever? It's dead, just drop it overboard already, what are you guys doing? And yeah, I don't know where they went, but I saw a couple of tiny wings just sort of hanging around on the glass. But to be able to get a better view, I've turned the glass, and so now I don't know exactly where the wings were. But yeah, they pulled them off. And then one was just sort of like playing with the remains of the wing, and the rest of them have been dragging around the body. It looks dead to me, and it's missing bits of a leg or two, at least from what I can tell. I took off my glasses to get a closer look, because my short sight is better than my long sight. Yeah, and it's just like, what are they doing? I'm sorry I can't get you a better picture. Just filming on my phone. And what did they have against this ant? Was it already dead? Or were they trying to torture it on purpose? I don't know what's going on. Let's zoom out for a more general view of what's going on here. Yeah, so there's some going for the sugar, and others going for the meat, and others just tending the kids, and then others, you have no idea what they're doing, you just assume they're working somehow. Though I did read an article stating that some ants appear to do nothing, and, comparing it to, something to do with communism. Yeah, if you Google, are ants communists, you can end up with some interesting little rabbit holes to go down. One being, what exactly is communism, and the other being, what exactly is the social structure of ants. I know people will say, oh, ants have a queen, therefore they can't be communist, but the queen is just doing what her biology says to do, and she generally doesn't command the ants to do anything. Maybe the most she does is give off pheromones so that they won't kill her, and prevent other females from, laying eggs and stuff. But really, what's the thing? It's like from each according to their abilities, to each according to their needs, and the ability of the queen is to lay eggs mostly. And you know, any other member in the ants who have different skills, like if it's one of those types of ants where they have soldiers, well, they're just doing what their abilities say, right? Is it really a hierarchy where one class bosses around another? Or is it more just that they're born different and they do what they need to do according to their skills? And then, yeah, you come across the idea of freeloader ants. I swear, sometimes when I'm watching these guys, they have these little fights with each other. I don't know if they're fights or if they're just like communicating and getting excited, but sometimes to me it looks like they're fighting. Ah, no, ants are crazy, eh? They're running around the base with the thing again, and I'm not sure if it's because, like, I didn't give them sugar for a while. I gave them a little bit of sugar, though, yesterday, I think. But yeah, they're just running around like crazy. I'm not sure what they're looking for or what they're trying to do. And I keep having to rescue them. Look, there's another one that's just... Can you see that one in the bottom left? I'll have to save it in a moment. I can't do it while I'm holding the camera. Yeah, no, I just chucked in some extra sugar. I'll see if they go for that in a bit and if that calms them down. But yeah, oh my god. I better rescue that one. Yeah, so I put a grape on the end of one of the toothpicks, and it's hard to show you because, well, they're underneath it. Going up inside and... oops. Yeah. So on that side I also ripped open a bit so that they wouldn't have to just go through the toothpick area. I peeled back a bit of the skin so it would be easier for them to get in. I'm not sure which exact spot they're using, whether they're using the toothpick pierced bit or if they're using the bit that I opened up. But yeah, no, they seem to be enjoying it. I thought I'd give them something different to sugar and honey. Previously when I've given them a grape, I didn't actually see them go for it. But this time there's not really any other option, so they seem to be going for it, which is kind of cool. And I did see a couple of them running around on top of it as well, but yeah, mostly they're just taking the easy route.
We'll all be killed. We'll be battling something worse than death, Mr. Army.